the punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Ready.
Squeeze, double. Check 43.
Ready.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Second and 2. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you. Move on. Long way to go in this one.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Breeze now on first down. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Ready? Opposite.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 36, Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Touchdown, Vikings! Mecole Hardman, 60 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Kill.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. D. Ford in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and
95-56.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Yes, indeed. Jerry Rice from Mississippi Valley State. I remember when he broke into the league, and the nickname Flash was the one he was trying to get to catch on. As it turned out, he didn't need a nickname. 197 receiving touchdowns in the NFL, added on 10 rushing, and even had a fumble recovery for a total of 208 in his career.
By far the most all-purpose touchdowns in league history.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. There's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Breeze again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Again, it's Breeze. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Breeze to throw again. It's caught here by Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
X3, 218, chop, snap.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
18, Gator. Shoot.
The first down carry by Elliott. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Completes it to Hardman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Ready up. Bravo. Hustle, hustle.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
36.
Breeze now. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Adrian Peterson. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. He's got daylight. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. He's coming.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
30 base. Hey, exit. Snap.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will take this one home. It's